Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel today. My name's Tammy. I'm the owner of Walnut Creek Bath Boutique. Today I am doing something a little bit new for me. I am making a salt bar, which I have made in the past, but I've never used ocean water to make a salt bar. And last year, my mom and dad went to Miami on a vacation. So I texted my dad and I said, hey, grab me a bottle of ocean water. I want to try to make salt with it. So what did the man do? He went to the store, bought a gallon of drinking water, dumped it out, went into the ocean, and tried to fill this sucker up. He got drenched. You can see there's a little sand down in the bottom of it. But yeah, I expected just a little 16-ounce bottle of drinking water. No, the man bought a gallon. I have plenty of ocean water if this turns out, because I've already taken off what I need. He got drenched. They didn't get in the water at all the whole time they were down there until he went to go try to fill that jug up. It was not easy. I'll try to throw up a picture just in case I can find it. Oh, but the better part of the story is my brother was staying with my mom and dad and got up in the morning and saw that jug of water in the refrigerator and made coffee with it. And, you know, he didn't see the sand in the bottom, apparently. He didn't notice that. But I am not a cusser, right? So my brother is a complete opposite of me. He cusses like a sailor. And I can just imagine the words that were flying out of his mouth when he took a big old gulp at that coffee with ocean water. I think they had to clean that coffee pot out 2 or 3 times before it stopped tasting like salt. I love it. I have never made soap with actual ocean water, so I don't really know the content or the percentage of salt. I'm thinking, I googled it, it's supposed to be like 3.5% salt in the ocean. That means really nothing to me. I am not a math whiz. I can't figure that out. The other thing I'm doing that I've never done before is I'm going to use a loaf mold. I have only ever made salt bars or brine bars with individual molds, and I just really want this to be a regular bar size. And I'm really kind of nervous about that. I am going to keep a super careful watch on this. I know I'll have to cut this in like 3 to 4 hours. So hopefully it won't crumble and be a crumbly mess, because I really have no idea how much salt is in this bar. I'm going to use that as my brine solution, clearly. And I am going to add a little bit more sea salt to the batter, just to make sure that I have enough salt to make it really a brine soap, salt soap. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work out, but we're going to try. The fragrance I'm going to use today is BeScented's Salty Mariner. I do like this fragrance. I made it just one time, and it's appropriate. Salty Mariner salt soap made with ocean water. So that's what I'm going to use, and I am going to just put a couple different colors in here. Black Star Mica from Rustic Essentials is a really nice blue. It's a deep blue, and then I'm going to have a lighter blue with Magic Blue Mica from Micas and More. So between these two, I'm thinking I'll have some swirls. I may just do a quick in the pot swirl, kind of keep it fairly simple. Okay, so I have my oils melted. They're a little warmer than I would like, but I'm impatient and I'm going to go for it. So I almost forgot my palm oil. Last second, I remembered my palm oil, so thankfully that was good. I'm going to split off a little bit of this oil. So Lisa from I Dream in Soap had shared the idea of cutting your lye containers and using them as like little pours, soap batter things or whatever. And I love that idea, and I definitely stole it. And I thought it was genius. So there we go. Thank her for that. Because one of the things I was going to do is I was going to use this one because I tend to pull too much off for my colorants, and my base is usually, it has too much color movement in it, right? So there's not enough of the base color. So I thought, well, maybe if I use this, then I won't pull off too much, but I only have one of this size. But I have two of these. This is what I'm using. I'm going to just blend in my kaolin clay for a second. Okay. What do I want to do? I'm all nervous. I switched my drawers around and reorganized, so I'll probably never be able to find what I'm looking for. This is like this Rockstar. I think that's called Rockstar. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Black Star. Mica is a really deep heavens. Hang on. It's like a deep navy, almost black. Really pretty. I'm going to leave, I'm going to leave the base uncolored, I think. I'm not going to put any color in that at all. I'm going to go ahead and get my Lye Water in here. I've used this soap, this fragrance in a soap before. I've made this soap before. And I'm not always the smartest. I should have checked my notes to see how it behaves. But I didn't. I'm going to add my fragrance oil. I'm just going to stir it, just in case. I'm going to stick blend my extra salt. So I increased my coconut percentage is 50%. I have a 15% super fat, and I increased my castor oil to 6% to help with the bubbles. It feels like not enough, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. It's almost black. Oh gosh, I have you pulled in too high. Almost black. It's such a deep blue. I think I'm just going to do an in the pot swirl. I don't know if I already said that, but I think that's what I'm going to do. It's very fluid. Very, very fluid still. It's not at a trace, and I think I want it at a trace. Of course, this in here is. Go figure. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour because my batter in here is quite a bit thicker than these colors here. Save a little bit for top. Another thing I usually do wrong is I always save too much for the top. And I'm trying not to do that. I don't need much. It's a small mold. All right, guys, let's pour this. I'm going to pour up high and try to get all of that color in there. All right, I left a little too much of the dark blue. Darn it, see? I do this all the time. I thought I was doing really good about not leaving too much for the top, but look at this. Oh well. Let's just, it's still too soft to kind of texture. Just not very good at this part of it. The spoon swirl or the spoon texture. Sorry, my phone. I took today off, so I need to be available if they need me for questions. Let me just kind of do that. That's kind of cool. I've never done this before, guys. I like it. Kind of wavy for beachy. Yeah? If it'll stay. We'll see. I don't want to do it too much. It's getting muddied. All right. I'm going to check this. Like, what time is it? Okay. So Alexa says it's 10:30. So I'm going to be checking this at probably noon. I think that's probably too soon, but I'm going to check it at noon and then every half hour after that probably, because I'm a nervous wreck with this stuff. So I'll bring you back when it's ready to unmold. Okay, it's been right at 3 hours, almost 3 hours. So I am going to see if I can take it out. It's not super hard just yet. Well, I don't know. There we go. And I don't want to dent it, so we're just going to just test it. It may still be too soon. It's still very warm, actually. And denting it a little bit. Nothing horrible though. I'm so nervous of waiting too long and it getting crumbly on me. I'm probably doing this way too soon. Still quite warm. Whoa! Very easy to cut through. Oh, look at it. It's, yeah, that end is a little muddied. It's a little muddied, actually, more than I thought. I'll have to go back and look at the video. One of the good things about doing videos is I can go back and see exactly what I did, whether good or bad, and kind of either recreate it or not do it again. This is a lot more muddied than I expected it to be. But can you imagine doing this with a soap that's less than 3 hours old without salt in it? It's amazing what that salt will do. It's, you can kind of see, I don't know, can you see? It's like got the circle with the gel ring. It's trying to go through gel's phase still. So I don't know if I'm messing up by doing this so early. I'm going to put them back together so that they can stay, but they're cut. So if I'm doing this completely wrong and you know it, let me know, okay? I'm just so nervous, guys. So I am going to let them sit just like this all together, and just let it keep doing its thing. But then I'm going to clean up the edges, and I'll still have to do that, I think, before too long. So I'll probably give them another 2 or 3 hours just like this, and then I'll clean up the edges. Okay, it's a little off camera right now, but what I ended up doing is I have my soap here, and I just covered it with the wood block, or the wood soap mold, just to try to help keep some of that heat in, because I wanted it to finish going through whatever gel phase it may or may not want to go through. So I just got done cleaning a soap, so I'm just gonna it's still fairly warm, guys, but I can feel it's a lot firmer. And I think it has now been, it's 3:30, so it has been 10, 30, 11, 12, 31, 32, 5 hours since I made it. And it's firm enough that it is peeling very nicely, or cleaning up, I should say, peeling, you know. I probably could have gone 4 hours before cutting it, but this is kind of perfect as far as cleaning it up. It's a little more muddied than I was going for, but the white was getting so thick and the other colors were so thin, I was a little worried not to go ahead and add the colorants to the white. So I was a little worried about waiting much longer, but I probably should have, and that's why that happened. I poured my colors in too soon. I did all this taping today, and my tripod will be here tomorrow. I'm so excited over that tripod. But it has a bit of a texture. I think that's probably the salt is giving it a bit of a rough texture, but I'm really happy. And it's such a clean scent. Salty Mariner. A really nice, clean, unisex scent. I love it. I love it. I'm going to be making a big batch of that. Probably not as the seawater, but maybe. My dad gave me plenty. He gave me plenty of that, didn't he? So maybe I will just go ahead and make a couple 1 loaf molds of this again instead of one big batch. So thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate that time you give me. Thank you for every like, and thank you for every subscriber. I just, it's been really helping my channel a lot to get those. So thank you for that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.